Yo, what's good, everyone? So today's subject is going to be very controversial. It is about slavery. Okay. I am just playing. It is going to be about funded versus owned capital and why I would never use a funded account. Me personally, at least. So it is going to be semi-script and semi just figuring it out as we go, but we are going to be using Notepad to dot down our bullet points, right? So I do have a notion for this actually. Let me load it up real quick. Yeah, here we go. So we are going to be using your typical risk reward, just as a kind of average risk reward type of thing. And then we can see we have experienced trader, how long it takes average traders to pass the funded, beginner, intermediate, experience. But we are going to be comparing a 50K funded account against a 10K personal, right? So $40,000 difference. And we're just going to be covering pros and cons, I reckon, first. But we pretty much did write it down here, so we don't even have to dot it down. But yeah, like I said, this is pretty much just the only script we're going to be using. So we're just going to be figuring it out along the way. So I reckon we cover the costs first of the funded account, and then hopping into the own 10K capital account. So first of all, we're gonna be going $50,000, right? Top step account. So pretty much traders receive 100% of the first 10K in payout profit. After the first 10K is a 90-10, so we're just gonna be using that to make sure that we don't take off from the total amount once we do the probability thing. So it's gonna be a little mathy. So pretty much it is going to be, it is going to be 165 USD monthly before pass. After the pass, it is free after the combine is passed. The target is $3,000, so 6%. We'll just control C. Target is 3,000 USD on that 50K top step account, and so that is 6%, and max loss is 2,000, so 4%. And then after we pass the account, it is 149 USD activation fee. I didn't dot that down. Hold up. Let's go top step. See if we can get the blah blah blah. Search resources, help center. Let's see if we can get the reset thing. Actually, we'll just Google it. Reset on the step. Okay. Trading was your monthly. So maybe, reset prices vary per account. 50K preset reset costs 49. Okay, 49 USD. There we go. So we can close this out. So 49 USD per reset, right? Dot that down. 49 USD per reset, okay. Sweet, so now let's move on to Tradeovate /10 $10,000 own capital, right? Let's look at the fees, right? No monthly fees. You're going to be paying, this is optional. Control C, Control V's. Oh my days, bro. Okay. My bad for that. So TradingView Essential Plan is going to be costing $13.99 USD monthly, and this is optional. This is just to be able to have two charts on one layout, which is a lifesaver sometimes. But this is completely optional, so you don't even have to pay that. And then CME data, that's to trade futures on live market, to get live market data, is going to be $7 monthly, 7 USD, right? Which is not a lot. And to link Tradeovate, so it costs money to link your broker to TradingView, which is going to be your charting and executing trades. That's going to be $9.99 monthly, right? So bro, pretty much total per, I'm just gonna pull up a calculator over here real quick. Okay, right. So it is gonna be costing, we're gonna exclude this real quick, but just, we'll do 1 month, right? So let's say it's gonna be, let's do Tradeovate first. So pretty much per month, you're gonna be paying around 13.99 plus 7 plus 9. Right, so you're gonna be paying $30.98 USD monthly to run your personal or own capital account. And let's go total for, let's say you're an intermediate trader, so that's going to be costing around 2 to 4 months. So let's say it takes you 3 months to pass your combine, so that's going to be 165 times 3. You're going to be paying $495 for those 3 months. Then let's say you did pass the account, it's going to cost you an extra $149 to activate the account. And then I'm pretty sure TopStep gives you that uses TradingView charts, so you don't got to link it to the broker. So that's, you're not going to be paying any of these TradingView or the CME data. I'm pretty sure they give you level 1 for free, and that's kind of all you need if you're trading NASDAQ and ES, and I think some other, and Dow Jones. But so you're going to be paying for those 3 months, 3 months after pass is going to be 644 USD, right? So that was already a decent amount of money just to pretty much have passed your account, right? But now let's get into pretty much probability. So reason I don't like, me personally, why I don't like funded, it's, I mean, the rules are so limiting. Like you can't, I'm pretty sure you can only use like 5 contracts, which I mean, you can't really use anymore on a 50K if you really think about that. So it's kind of like more than enough. But then they have 6% gain, 4% loss. So if you're risking 1%, right, you have 4 trades. So that means you're going to be having to risk 250. All right, we'll keep this here. We'll jot some stuff down here, right? Actually, never mind. So 10K own capital. Let's divide that by 25. If we divide that, 10,000 divided by 25, you're going to be trading with $400. I'm pretty sure that is around 5%. 10,000, or is it 4%? Let's say plus 4%. Yeah, so you're going to be trading 4%, right? So everyone recommends 1 to 3% per trade, right? On your own, right, so pretty much basically every mentor says 1 to 3% per trade, but you know that gives you like 30 tries, so 30 trades before you blow all your money. But with your own capital, with just $10,000, and I mean that's not really that much money to accumulate. You know, everybody can kind of get that, even if you're slowly getting there. Everyone is close to $10,000 at least, right? And I mean, if you don't have money to put into your own capital, you shouldn't even be doing it with prop firms, because they're just as expensive pretty much, right? So you can already see like that's just 3 months, right? So you're gonna be paying probably over 2-3K for the whole year if you can't pass a funded. And I mean, most beginners can't, right? So you're going to be trading with 400 per trade. You have 25 trades you can take before you blow the account. That's almost impossible. Even with a 50% win rate, that's almost impossible. If you lose 25 times in a row, or you somehow blow 25 trades and not even get break even, you should honestly hop back on paper trading, right? But where with your funded, they limit you. You can lose 4%. You're trading with 4% on your own personal account, and here you can only lose 4% on your 50K, right? So then it's like 4%, that is 2,000. Everyone's stuck on the big number, but when you look at the percentage, you know, when you just delete all these numbers and look at the percentage wise, so you can only lose $2,000. So if you're risking 1%, which everyone recommends, all the mentors recommend, even on your own funded, you have 4 tries. So why are you going to be spending pretty much so much money per month to only have a shot of 4 tries to pass the account, right? And then even if you lose, because the probability of you losing 4 times in a row with 1% on a 50K, which is $500, is a lot more common than losing 4% or losing 25 trades in a row. Like, that's crazy. Like I said, if you lose 25 trades or if you blow 10K, hop back on paper trading. You should not be trading live, right? You should not even be trading with a funded even. And then it's like, you get all these reset rules, you know, it's monthly fees. And I mean, if you look at the average, I Googled this, right? You can go find this information yourself. It takes 3 to 6 plus months for beginner average trader to pass a funded account. That is, and then like, then even after you pass, they still have that you can't lose 4% rule. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a trailing stop loss, right? So even if you, so then you trade with 0.5%, right? So that is 250 USD, right? So you have a 50K account to trade 0.5% with. Even if you trade 0.5, even if you trade 3%, you're going to be making more money on a 10K own capital than with a funded. So why are you even going to be looking at using fundeds, right? Get a job. First of all, get a job. Getting 10K together, like accumulating 10K, yes, it's going to be hard, but it's very doable. Most of these beginner traders have blown probably about 2, 3, maybe even 6K on fundeds, right, before they pass. I seen a guy on YouTube. He's been trying to pass evals for 2 years and he hasn't even passed one. Right? It's evals because I'm pretty sure he's doing forex, but like still, you know, it's been taking him 2 years to pass one account, so he hasn't got anything. Right? So I'm kind of going off track a little here, but it is, I mean, this is pretty lost information. Like, we're just gonna, like I said, it's gonna be figuring it out along the way as we go, but it's, I mean, the numbers are pretty much here. I would recommend, honestly, personally, beginner traders just use your own capital. That's what I recommend, you know, as a friendly advice. Because this is, I mean, this is so expensive compared to this, and I mean, you're making so much more by risking 1% more than the people that are at the top recommend you. That is not a lot, right? You're risking $100 more on a 10K account, and you have 25 tries. Where here you have to start trading. So let's say even you pass the funded account, and you get trades, right? And let's say you go 1 to 2, right? Let's say you're an amazing trader, right? Well, I mean 2 to 1, or was it 1 to 2? Doesn't matter, right? You're gonna be getting 500 USD on that. Whereas if you go 1 to 2 on your own account, you're gonna be getting 800. So you're gonna be getting 300 more just by risking 1% more. And also you have 25 tries where now you still only have 8. I'm pretty sure it's 8. Yeah, you still only have 8 tries with using 0.5%. Which is, at that point, it's not even, it's gonna take you 3 trades, or let's say you trade 1 to 1, it's gonna take you pretty much 3 trades to recover this. Where the own capital person has already made this their own money, right? They haven't even been in negatives with all the fees and to actually get the account. So it is just pretty much, we're just going to be cleaning it up a bit. We're going to be, so 50K, you're going to be getting, actually I don't even need to do this, it's saying it right here. We're just going to, it's going to be a bit messy video, right? But that's basically, it's insane, right? And this is why I would personally never use it, because it's just a waste of money. I mean, just get a job, fund your own account. It's not that difficult, right? If you're still living with your parents, it's going to be so much easier as well, right? I mean, you're paying 30, pretty much 31 USD to fund your own capital monthly, but you're getting 400 to, let's say, 800. Maybe you trade 1.5 hours, so that's probably around $600. You're getting 600 back, where now if you trade 1.5, you're going to be getting 520 maybe. Pretty sure, not even actually. You're going to be getting like 350. And then you went through all this, you went through all that limitations, right? You can't trade this, you can't trade on this, you can't do this, you know, and that trailing stop loss, it still follows you. So you're still like limited to 8 trades per, you know, per trade that you do. So if you lose 8 trades in a row, you're gone. That account's gone. You have to do everything over again, right? But if you lose 8 trades in a row, yes, you're losing your own money, but you still have 17 tries. You still have 17 tries, right? And that's if you're losing 8 trades in a row, that is very unfortunate. And I suggest you get back on paper trading, because even when I wasn't trading with my own capital and I was paper trading, I never lost. When I was starting trading, I never lost 8 trades in a row. That's almost impossible. Like, if you lose 8 trades in a row, it's crazy. Like 3 to 5 is probably average, but if you lose 8, you're doing something wrong, and that's very unfortunate. But pretty much we are going to be moving on. I just wanted to cover somewhat of this. So we are going to be clearing this. Right. We're going to be using this. Right, so experienced trader takes 1 to 2 months, you know, so we're going to be working with, let's see, I reckon we work with, we're going to start with 1-to-1, 1-to-1, right, we're going to start with 1-to-1 per trade, and then win rate. Let's say win rate is 60%. Let's say you're intermediate, right? Yeah. I reckon we'll do all 3. So clear this. Beginner, let's say 1-to-1. 1-to-1. Your win rate is, let's say you just started, you're like 4 months in, and you just got out of your break even stage. So let's say 56% win rate, right? Intermediate, I reckon we'll just do beginner first, yeah. So beginner, I'll do funded first. Beginner funded. Sweet. It takes, let's say it took 4 months. Took four months to, let's say the beginner trader gets, let's say 6 trades. 6 A+ setups a month, right? Let's go down to the probability spinner. Oh my days. Let's get this out. Okay, right. So gonna be doing, blue is gonna be win, and yellow is going to be loss, right? Now, this guy, this trader, beginner trader, let's say he gets 6 A+ setups a month, right? His win rate is 56%. So 50, it's almost impossible to get right on the dot. So let's say he is 56.7. 56.7%, right? We'll be generous. and he targets 1-1, right? Let's say he gets 6, month 1. Now let's say Timmy, we're gonna say beginner's name is Timmy. Right, now Timmy is trading 1%. He's risking 1% per trade. Risk 1% on 50K. 500 has 4 trades. Right, so it's 4 trades. First trade, loss, minus 500. Right? Win, plus 500, right? So he's break even now. Win 500. Loss 500. So he's break even now, right? He has 2 more trades for the month. Win 500. Win 500. Okay, right. So month 1, lost, win. So he should be up 1,000. And then he lost, so that was break even. This was break even, so he's up 1K. Month 2, still following the same rule. One, win 500. Win 500. Win 500. Oh, loss 500. Correct. So he is currently up 1K. So he's up 1,000, 1,005, 2K, 2.5. So he's up 2K so far. So he just needs 2 more winning trades and then he wins, right? Win 500. Okay. So Timmy is up 1K, 1.5, 2K, 2, lost 5, 2K, win 2,5. So he's up 2K now, right? Month 3. Win 500. Win 500. Win 500. Just do 2 more trades to see if he passed. Okay, and then loss. Let's see if he passed real quick. Hold up. Alright, so he's up 1K, up 2K, and he lost, so that's 1.5. So then he's back to 2K, 2,500, and then 3K. So he did get 3K. Okay, so he did. Right, so Timmy passed his funded. Right? First trade he takes on the funded. Lost. So now he gets 500. Lost 500, right? Spin again. Now, loss 500. loss 500. Loss 500. Uh-oh. Timmy blew his funded. Loss 500. All this was for nothing. Timmy made $0, right? All that was for nothing. That 3K he made was for nothing. 1, 2, 3 months. 3 months of Timmy's journey was for lessons. He gained nothing. Right? We're gonna use the exact, let's say the person on the own capital account took the exact same trades. Right? Took the exact same trades. 10K own capital. So it would have been minus 400. Bro, hold on. It's gonna be. Should get the calculator. So he would have been. Oh my days. We'll just do this. Okay, so 20 trades times 400. Okay, right, so on the personal, and then how many losses was there? Sure, I just pretty much lost where I was. Okay, so let's just calculate all the losses. So it'd be 400 per loss. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 9. So on your own personal account, lost $3,600, right? Now, how much did we get from the wins? Right, made minus 3,600. So we made $800 on the personal account, right? On your own capital live account. So we're calling him Jimmy. Jimmy made 800 and Timmy lost, actually. We're gonna calculate the monthly stuff right now. So it was 3 months. So let's say it was 4 months, right? If we go to the Notion actually, was it over here? Okay, I'm pretty sure it was something like, we'll just calculate it again, hold up. So 13.99 plus 7 plus 1.99. So 30.98 times 4, right, for the full months. Minus 123.92, right? So own capital made $676 USD with a 56% win rate. targeting 1-to-1 in 4 months as a beginner. That is great. Whereas with Timmy, if we open up the Notion, we can see that on the Top Step Combine, oh my days, this is hilarious, right? So it's 4 months. 4 months it went down. So it was 165 times 3. Then he passed it, right? Then plus that 149 USD fee. And now he has to reset his account. I'm pretty sure that's how Top Step works. After you lost, you gotta reset. So let's say Timmy resets his account, right? Completely brand new. Plus 49. So Timmy is down 693 USD, whereas Jimmy made 676 and 8 cents after the fees, right? So Jimmy is still up in lessons and in money. Now, money isn't that important in trading, right, while you're learning. That is just what he got from following the rules and trading with own capital instead of fundeds, right? Both of these were A+ traders. They took the same setups. Let's say they took the same setups with the exact same months, exact same rules, just different fees. And, you know, actually, the difference is Timmy had less tries to trade, and he traded with $500 and still made nothing, right? Because this trading was just a game of probability. He just got on the bad side of probability, right? Whereas Jimmy got on the bad side of probability, but still made that break even with that extra 2 winning trades from the 11 out of the 20, right? Yeah. From the 11 out of the 20. Just by trading with his own capital, he made money. He's not down anything. And they both had the exact same trades, everything the same psychology, same trades, same probability, and the own capital still came up at the top, right? So this is just beginner, let's say. So we can get rid of, actually we'll make this the beginner. Intermediate, right? Sweet. So if you look at intermediate, it takes 2 to 4 months to pass the account. Now we're still just going to be working with 1-to-1, which is going to be upping the win rate. Because if I go I'm just going to go 1-to-1, because a lot of people in the that I see on TikTok with the prop firms are like, oh, just trade 1-to-1, right? So we're just going to be going 1-to-1, keeping it simple, but we're going to be upping the win rate. So now let's say the intermediate trader takes intermediate 1-to-1 trades still, and let's say, yeah, we'll just say screw this. We'll just go 1-to-1 for all of these. 1-to-1, right? But his win rate, let's say, is 62. Win rate is 62.3%, right? So now if we go back, this is still 50K, so we're still gonna be doing 500. Oh my days. Yo, work, dude. Okay, right. So win rate is 62.3. 62.3. There we go, right? Now, same stuff. He's still 6A plus setups a month. Keeping it month 1, and he's still using the same 50K account. Only difference is still 1-to-1, just has a higher win rate, right? Loss 500. Spin. Win 500. It's gonna take so 1 more for month 1. Okay. Month 2. How much did Frank? And actually, no, I don't like that name. Bob. Yeah, we'll go with Bob. So intermediate Bob in month 1 got 500, break even, minus 500, minus 1,000. So he's minus 1K, down 1K. Okay. Month 2. Win 500. Okay. Loss 500. Win 500. Loss 500. Win 500. So 1 more from month 2. Okay, so Bob, in month 2, he was down 1K, he win 500, still down 1K, up minus 500, down 1K. Okay, he's break even now. Break even, made nothing and lost nothing. And then month 3, win 500. Loss 500. Loss 500. Loss 500. Loss 500. So he needs 2 more. Win 500. And I'm predicting this to be a loss. Oh, okay. And then loss 500. So month 3, it was break even, then it was up 500, break even, lost, down 500, down a grand, up, so he's down 1K. Month 4. Jeez. Win 500. This might be a bit longer. Win 500. I'm hoping it passes at least. I want to do one that actually passes. Win 500. Nice. Nice. Win 500. Win 500. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 more. Win 500. There we go. So month 4, he recovers. So he was down 1K. Then he was up a K. So break even. So he got to break even at this point. So that means he was break even. So then he was up 500, up a K. So he's up 2K. Up 2K. So he needs to win 2 more trades. Month 5. 5 months and he still hasn't passed the same damn account. He's been running in negatives with the monthly fees. This is crazy. Month 5. Starting it off as a loss with $500. One spin. Oh, 1 500. 1 500. Oh, 500. So we'll do 3 more. Loss 500. Jeez. 1 500. Loss 500. So we're coming up on month 6. Took him 2 quarters of the year. Still made no money. He's actually been down in negatives with all the fees. That's crazy. So he was up 2K, then he lost, then he won. So 2K, 2.5, 2K, 2.5, 2K. So he's still up 2K. Month 6. Let's see if he scores lucky. Yes. 1 500. Just need 1 more win and then he passes the account. Nice. Finally. Boom. Passed, made his 3K. Let me just double check if it is 3K you need to pass the funded. Yeah. Target 3,000. Yep. Sweet. So he passed after 6 months. Now, let's do the remaining 4 trades of month 6. 1 500. 1 500. Jeez, he's on a fat win streak. 1 500. 1 500. All right, we'll do 1 more month. Month 7. So he passed his account officially. He made all the stuff. Pays. What's the thing? What's the thing again? Pays activation. And now he's up. Now month 7, he still has the account. He can probably get a payout around about now. Let's say he doesn't. So we're gonna be doing 6 more trades. Month. Not bad. 500. 1 500. Jeez. 1 500. 1 500. 1 5. Okay, so he 1 500. Sweet, we're gonna be wrapping it up here on the funded account, and we're gonna be moving on to own capital. 10K, risk 4%, 400. Risk, oh my days. Risk 4%, 400. And this is going to be Nancy. That's, make it a she. Nancy, this is going to be Nancy. Okay. So it took, and then he passed. Okay, so we're gonna be working up his stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. 6 times, what's that? I think it's 149. Let's just double 165. 165. Oh my days. So it's times 165, 990, and then 149 is the activation fee. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Plus 149, the activation fee. So Bob, pretty sure that's Bob, paid 1139 for the account up to pass. Okay, paid. I don't know why that's. Let's just get that out of here. So 1,139 for the account up to pass that Bob paid. Then after he passed, he made 500 times. Okay, so Bob made 5K on his payout. So the first 10K is there no split, so he made the full 5K. 5,000. Total, we're gonna be minusing these two, because that's what he paid for the account. 1139, yep. So he made 3,861. Okay, now with the own account, same, we're just gonna be copying all the trades. He had the same mindset, same concept, same everything, same probability. Calculating loss first. So we're gonna be trading with 4%, 400, and I mean, we didn't lose 25 times in a row, so there's no shot that he didn't blow that whole 10K, or Nancy, she. So month 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times 13. So we lost 5,200 USD in total of 10K. And then how many wins? So 400, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Actually, no, hold on, I just lost count. So wins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29. 29 times 29 minus 5,200 made 6,000. You made 6,400, and then the fees, I keep forgetting what it is. I think that was for 3 months. 1, 2. Well, let me just 99. Oh my god, I have to memorize that. Okay, so it's 13.99 plus 7 plus 9.99, yeah, equals 30, so 30.98. Okay, so now it was 7 months times 7 equals 216.86 in fees. So 6,400 .86. Okay, wait, no, 6,400 minus 216.86 equals made 6,183.14 USD on his own capital account. So he made minus 3,861. So on the own capital versus the funded, Nancy made 2,322.14 more than Bob. Okay, right. So Nancy made 2,322.14 cents more than Bob just by trading a $10,000 own capital and a $50K funded. There's a $40K difference between those two, and Nancy still made more just by risking 1% more without having to stress about any of those limitations. The only thing she has to worry about is pretty much nothing, just taking the A+ setups, right? So we're going to be moving on to experienced, right? To the experienced trader. Let's say the experienced trader is 72% win rate. Still going to be trading 1-to-1. Win rate is 72.5%. Still going to be 50K account. And this person is going to be cold. What's a good name? Susan. Yeah, Susan. Experienced Susan. Experienced Susan has a 72.5% win rate, still 50K, trading a 1-to-1. Month 1. Let's go back to the adjustable spinner. 72.5. There we go. 1 spin, month 1. Still getting 6 spins. 6 A+ setups. Month. Okay. Month 1. Win 500. Loss. Win. 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 Okay, so after month 1, break even at this, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 2,000. So up 2K. Month 2. We need 1 more winning trade, and then Susan has passed the account. Okay, sweet. So Susan passed in 2 months. Great. Now we'll do 1 extra. Yeah. So it's lost. Wait. Oh. Win, loss, break even, and then win 500K, 1,502K, up 2K, and then 3K. Yeah. Okay. Passed, paid already. Paid already, right? Activation, right? Sweet. We're going to be doing 4 more. She finally passed the account, so we're going to be doing 4 more. Loss. when so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When, okay. And then month 3. It's gonna be the last month, just to make sure after the pass. So when loss. Okay, and then see if there is... Sweet, we're gonna be ending it there with the trades. Let's do the calculations of experienced Susan, right? So it took her 2 months to pass. So 2 times 165, pretty sure it's 165. Let's double check. 165, yeah, 165 equals then plus 149 plus 149 equals 479. So that is what Susan paid. Paid 479 for account. Then after the pass, she made loss 500, win break even, made 500, made a K, made 1.5, made 2K, 2,500, 3,000 minus, so she made 2K. 2K, so Susan made 2,000. So if we go 2,000 minus 479 equals 1,500, 1,521. Right, that's how much Susan made. Now, own capital 10K. Let's say it's gonna be what's a cool name? Rudolph. Yeah, Rudolph. So Rudolph had the exact same everything as well. Only difference, he's trading with 400. Right? Now, let's calculate how much he lost. His loss is 1, so it's gonna be 400 times 2 times, wait, let's double check that actually. Times 4, yeah. So he lost 1,600 USD, right? Cool. 400 times 1, 2, 3. 5,600. So he made 5,600 if he didn't lose one of those trades. So he did lose, so 5,600 minus 1,600. He made 4,000 USD, or whatever currency the person has 10K in to trade with. Now, it is 30, I'm just gonna make it 31 because I'm not gonna do that whole calculation again. I think it was like $30.92 or something, but now it took him 3 months. Let's say it's 3 months. We're gonna be working the same 3 months. You paid $93 in fees. 93 USD in fees. So we paid 93 USD in fees, so 4,000 minus 93 equals 3906 3907. So he made 3,907 minus 1,521 equals 2,386. So person with the 40K difference in the account size made $2,386 more than the person with the 50K funded, just by risking 1 more percent and having none of those restrictions of having to gain to this, to this, to that, right? So that is kind of just, I'm not here to hate on fundeds, right? I'm not saying they don't work, they do work. You can like even see, you can literally see just with like basic probability math that the fundeds do work, right? Like you can see all of those made money except for Timmy, because he blew his funded, right? She made money, I mean, Bob made money, Susan made money, everybody made money here, except for for Timmy, but Jimmy made money, right? So you can see both of them work, funded, own capital, they both work, but own capital, in my personal opinion, is better just because there's no split, there's none of these rules, and I mean, you can clearly see you don't need a 50K account to make more. You can use a 10K account to make more than what a 50K account does. So that means if you have a 100K funded, you only need 20K, trade with 4%, that is 600, and you're still going to be making more than that person with the 100K account. So that means if it has a 150K account, you just need a 25K account. That's so much easier, right? And you don't have to wait to pass the rules. And I mean, in the first place, if you're unprofitable, don't get on either of them, right? Paper trade, like everybody recommends. But this is just to show you that it still is up to preference, but my opinion, own capital is better. Probability, basic math, literally just showed you as well that own capital is better. You're still gaining more, even after fees. You can go so much more in depth with the profitability, like the splits. You can go so much more in depth with the contract fees, the trade fees, you know, those fees. You can go 1.5R. This is really just going on the bare minimum, 1-to-1, and upping the win rate. You can go 2R, you know, you can go so much more stuff to make it even better. And then yet, I bet you, this is like level 1 depth explanation. If you go like level 2, 3, 4 depth into this, the video is going to be like 2-3 hours long. And I bet you the own capital account would still do better than whatever funded the account has if it equals to like a 10th, so a 5th of the account, right? So whatever funded you have, you gotta divide that by 5, and then that's how you know you'll make more than that account. So if it's a 100K account, divide that by 5, it's 20K, so you're gonna need a 20K to have more. You know, if you have 10K versus 100K, so that's 1/10, the 100K is going to beat the 10K. But if you have 20K, it's going to beat the 100K. Same with that 10K and 50K, right? But yet again, this is going to wrap it up here. But this is kind of still just to show you that funded versus own capital is, in my personal opinion, way to go, and I would not ever, maybe I'll change in the future, but me personally, at this moment, and from seeing what I just saw with basic maths, I would not touch a funded account, to be honest. But this is gonna wrap it up here, so peace out everyone, have a good day, and later.